Why wait, right? Why wait for the festivities? After bars. Rogue in England 17. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, step brothers and sisters, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, cousins, your auntie, your uncles, your grandparents, your whole generations, your family reunions, bring them all in, gather around to your neighborhoods, to your hoods, to your backwoods, to your country roads, to your dirt roads, to the sheds, to the farms, to your local community stores, to your malls, to your basketball courts, to your churches, to your city, to your state, to your continent, all the nations. Matter of fact, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you, the mighty, mighty gamer, along with the mighty, mighty Xbox community, decided to come in here tonight and get down on Di-RRec gaming. And for that, we are thankful, always grateful, and want to say, welcome in. Pull up a chair, have a seat, because I only got one question still. And by the way, I still haven't got an answer for this, but what in the world is going on with the PlayStation 5? Rogue, holla at your boy. I got an answer for this, but
a mess is what's going on.
What in the world is going on with the PlayStation? Yo, somebody's recording me. It was so good that I had to get a bounce back. So who's got me on record? Look, after boss over there. All right, yo, Rogue, what's good?
Man, what ain't going on? Is the question.
Shout outs to my man Emmanuel A1 in the building. Y'all just made my Friday great again. Man, listen, brother, it's all good. We here, man. We here. We coming to bring it, y'all. We got to figure out what's going on. I mean, we told them. I definitely been and told them, and it's to the point where now I don't know whether to laugh because I really don't. It's hard for me to find sympathy in this, but we're gonna talk about it. Rogue, what's up, girl?
All right, hold on. Let me get my stuff together.
By the way, the Xbox Series X is phenomenal.
Oh, that's good news.
Everybody that's got one. Shout out to everybody that's got one.
I didn't get mine yet, but I'll get mine soon. Don't worry.
And that's not a jab at the little Kevin Hart Xbox Series S either. That little bad boy right there be putting in that work, be giving out that smoke. So man, it can do that 120. It can hold its weight. So shout out to the Xbox Series S as well. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing on right this moment.
Facts.
Man, you got people getting scammed out here. You got the still plethora of problems. They supposedly sent out a firmware update.
Plethora of problems.
Firmware update didn't fix nothing. They still out here struggling. And it has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like, oh my God, PlayStation, please, at this point, y'all have let these people down so bad. You got people reporting who work in retail locations saying that the amount of PlayStation 5s coming back as returns is crazy.
Wow. The real question is what Sony isn't telling us. Actually, the first question is what Sony isn't telling us, and the second question is, well, I guess we all know, why is Sony still waiting until the last minute, like until everyone else is, start having a problem with their PS5s, but until to this day, Sony isn't saying much anyway. So they keep their mouth. No, they're not. No, they're not. So what are they not telling us? That's the question.
That they're not finna do nothing. They're not trying to do nothing. They're not headed to do nothing.
It's a lot of stuff. It's too much. It's just too much at this point. But the show must go on, people. It's gotta happen. Hey, listen, man. This is what it's all about, right? It's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We got situations out here where people are all in their feelings, and they think being in their feelings is a direct way of just lashing out and saying that people are hating or people are provoking console wars and people, it's all that weak stuff that's going on. That's the stuff that the new legal relishes in. First of all, the reason why I'm so comfortable being who I am and doing what I do is because I hold integrity to myself. And like I've always been saying, there's no confusion about me. I don't have no propaganda in me at all. There's no added preservative. So what you're getting here is straight up rawness, straight up what it is. And we're gonna put in that work. There's too much going on to where people, you can't deny the fact that this is not a day one situation anymore. You have to come to grips with all the excuses have to go out the window. This is the PlayStation blue ring of death, and you're just going to have to accept that. There's no trying to bark around the tree. There's no trying to climb up the highest pole, thinking that if you close your eyes, that all this is gonna go away. Before we get in and just give this show all the smoke. We're gonna give this show all the smoke because hey, man, it's deserving in its rightful way. Regardless of how you feel, the show must go on. And listen, before I tear this apart, shout outs to the mighty chat room, everybody over there in the chat room. Shout outs to y'all, man, and shout outs to the panel. We're gonna walk this slow, but we're gonna have fun tonight. The warning was out. We have to start there again. The warning was out, and we get it. We get it, everybody. We get it. That in your hearts, you doubted the warning. You doubted it. It was like that hurricane coming, right? And the forecasters and the Weather Channel and NOAA and everybody else, was warning you that this hurricane was going to be a catastrophic Category 5 hurricane and to get moving weeks in advance. But no, you wanted to feel like I'm going to weather through this storm. I'm good. I'm gonna put some plywood up on my windows and I'm gonna board my house down and I'm gonna ride this out.
Ride or die.
You know what I'm saying? And once the winds start picking up and the waves start surging and you get those floods and there's nowhere to go.
They're like, oh snap.
There you go, Tech. There you go. Then that reality hits. There you go, Tech. Then that reality hits and you're like, uh-oh, I think I should have left when I was supposed to leave. Now, granted, in a situation like that, you also going to have people who couldn't leave. And the ones who couldn't leave, we're not talking about them. So those are the people that are clueless to what goes on. They're not on social media. They just know a console's coming out, their PlayStation's coming out, and they're ready to buy it. So whatever is going on with them right now, they're just absolutely clueless. And I bet when they finally do decide to go online, they see all these rants, right? They're seeing all these people talking about this and that. What happened to my console? Fact. This and that and this and that. Facts. And so, so the beautiful thing about them is that they start taking pictures and they start showing videos of how their console isn't working. Now, notice that if you, like me, been on social media, you notice that everybody with the big mouths haven't shown a thing.
No.
Everybody that's made love to PlayStation all these years
ain't saying a word. They so quiet.
No word, no content. They don't
You can hear
exist.
a mouse piss on quiet and they so quiet.
Because they're quiet and they don't exist, they making my day. They cracking me up. So of course, legal's gonna call you out. If you do make videos are short, you're hurt, you don't even know what to say. And you know what? The day came for me to see this. I got justice. Because now you can't talk nothing. You it's like the point of your whole existence. The point of your whole existence. Hold on real quick.
Get closer to the mic, legal.
My phone just rang. Hold on. I gotta send out messages, man. Let them know.
Well, anyways, they can't hide from this, because everybody's pointed out it's being seen, and the big people just don't want to acknowledge it just yet.
Right.
They would have to.
Yeah, they're trying their best, right? Their whole existence right now is hurting them. Them empires. The empires of talking about Xbox, they can't thrive right now. So then, because they're shut up right now, you got the protective. What is it? What I call them?
Brigade.
I gotta figure out what I call them.
Protective brigade.
Yeah, you get these guys. Once the YouTubers can't say nothing. What did I say they were?
The Stampede.
No, these are worse. They're the protective. They're the PlayStation protective posse. Okay. They come in and now we all know who they are. There's one that's just out here trying to sell. He's doing everything he can to sell this PlayStation 5. He's trying to be like the calmer and he's trying to tell you
the what's up guy.
We all know who he is. Yeah. The DF guy. The DF guy. He's out there with his flag, man. He's out there just trying his best.
In the middle of the
man.
storm with his flag, with his hair just going through the
facts. He reminds me of like the weatherman that's out there doing hurricanes and he's trying to report to everybody. Yeah. And you got this guy out here, right? You got him out here and he's sitting out here trying to tell people about these PlayStation games, right? And these Xbox Series X games, right? But what makes me laugh about the guy is how he's trying to act like the third-party parity situation don't exist. Like he's actually trying to downplay the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X performance, but mostly the Xbox Series X, right? He keeps trying to compare those two consoles and the Xbox Series X against the PlayStation 5, which is there's really no comparison. It's right there. So that's what makes it laughable. So he comes out talking about the Devil May Cry situation today. He talks about how the Devil May Cry got their update and they got 120 frames per second and they got their ray tracing just like the X and all. But what he's not telling you guys is
he's cherry picking.
He's not telling you guys the breakdowns between the power of both consoles. He's just giving you the surface because like I told y'all, they talk to y'all like y'all stupid anyway. They don't ever want to break nothing down because when they start breaking it down, they just catching the L's. They're just going to continue to catch L's. So first of all, why is he even bringing up the fact that, it can play 120 as if these PlayStation fans got these 120 hertz TVs in the first place?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's the first thing. Second thing is he's out here trying to compare. Hold on for 1 second. Shout outs to my man Cloud Partitioner right now. Shout outs to him, man. I met the Cloud Partitioner on YouTube today. As a matter of fact, while I was working, I want to give an extra shout out to him. This dude right here is no joke, and I'm glad he's here. I'm really glad he's here because he's going to give y'all the business. And thank you for putting that like down on me, man, Cloud Partitioner. You are here, you're home, and you're welcome to speak your mind anytime, man. Shout outs to him. He's in the building.
What's up, Cloud?
And he's out here, right? He's out here. And it's funny because he got called out today. He got called out. And I do want to show y'all this. I want y'all to
do I need to take my earrings off?
Yeah, take them off.
Okay, let me take these off right now.
Legal.
I'm about to show you this. This is hilarious. Now, once again, the streets, right? The gaming streets are always there. You just can't get around them, and I know it's making people.
Man, the streets are everywhere, boo.
So today, Mustafa, right? He comes out and he says the dev of Dirt 5, when asked about the Xbox Series X being behind with this dev tool, he said, "I wouldn't say that," etc. So clearly, that's just people running around with this to damage control for Xbox.
With their flippity flopping lips, right?
Then he says, plus, here it go, plus, John isn't a dev, so he only assumes things. If you don't know who we're talking about the famous John Linneman, the one that's always out here cheerleading for PlayStation. We know he's a big PlayStation fan. And that's the thing. I want to make this very clear. I want to make this very clear. You don't see Xbox having cheerleaders running around on social media trying to advocate for their console. I want to make that clear. Let's just make that clear. And then here he goes. Oh, I don't think we're going to see a sudden shift or massive gains, but I think it will improve. The same could be said on both systems, though yet PlayStation 5 seems more mature at launch. Did you just hear what this dude just
more
said?
More mature. There? Holy cow. It looks like
he just said
it looks like
that the PlayStation 5 seems more mature at launch.
How?
I want y'all to hear this now. Despite what's going on, this is what I'm talking about with these clowns. They don't want to accept the reality. But the problem is this. Yeah, here's what Mustafa said, Mage. He said the dev of Dirt 5, when asked about the Xbox Series X being behind with this dev tools, he says, I wouldn't say that. And he says, so clearly that's just people running around with this, the damage control for Xbox. He says, plus John isn't a dev, so he can only assume things. John Linneman of Digital Foundry said this. Oh, I don't think we're going to see a sudden shift or massive gains, but I think it will improve. The same could be said on both systems, though yet PlayStation 5 seems more mature at launch.
Yo, check this out. Okay. This is what I called, and I can't believe I'm just using this term. It's what I call this manufacturing consent. Now,
yep.
Right.
If you don't know, and I've learned it. I used to study like Noam Chomsky's. So basically, what it is that it's the media telling you what they want, what they are picking, what they are letting you to hear. For example, when John Linneman said, "Okay, the PS5 launch is mature," really, he left the word pre instead of saying mature. So the PS5 launch is actually premature because let's face it,
like
Sony's not ready to launch their PS5, especially when it ends up being defective. So the launch is premature. But the media is not telling you that. No. Oh, the PS5 launch is fine. Oh, everything's great. While meanwhile, you see a bunch of PS5s breaking down. GameStop employees telling their customers, "Oh, don't let your PS5s on rest mode because it's gonna crash up." So,
and that's the beauty about consoles. What I've always argued with PC players, they're supposed to be plug and play, out of the box, playable, simple as that. Not have to tweak anything, not have to customize anything, not have to move it, turn this on and turn this off to make it run right. That's what consoles are for, a closed system that just works out of the box. And it seems like the PlayStation 5 is not even there at all. Right?
No. You have people who have problems out the box. Like they take it out, plug it in, nothing, zero.
Yeah, plug it in, they power it on, and what happens? It stalls. How's that mature? You plug it in, put it in rest mode because you're expecting for it to come back up at, 1 hour later when you come back from eating dinner or taking a crap. And what happens? It gets wiped out. How is that mature? And that's not optimized. That's not whatever that console is supposed to be. It's just turned out to be, and I'm going to say it flat out, crap. People spend $500 for what? Be careful. Be careful. Don't put it on rest mode because it may break. Don't restart it because it may brick your console. Like what?
This is crazy, man. And listen, let's be honest. Look, man. This is real.
I mean, I don't own one, but it's like frustrating that I'm seeing these,
right,
and then frustrated at the same time that people are trying to play it off like it's okay.
There you go, right there.
Okay.
That's it, right there, Tech. That's right where I'm going. See, the problem is this: the community of the PlayStation entity has been polluted so bad that they don't know how to be real.
Yeah.
Instead of when we're actually seeing the ones that are actually showing video content of burns and paint coming off their control, they're innocent. We know who's who. These people we've never seen before. We've never seen them.
Yeah, those are the ones that shows like, you know what? I need to put this out there so people are aware.
Right. They're trying to do the good thing. They're trying to put stuff out there so people can be aware, right? They're innocent. They're not out there because they're trying to bash the PlayStation 5 console. They just bought it. But to what you were saying, Tech, you have people around the world who have been busting their butts, right? Who've been working 2 jobs, doing a hustle side job, saving up money,
turning tricks.
It's console, working hard. For them, those are the ones that I'm thinking about. It's a huge letdown.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you, to me, it's like this. You knew, see, the problem is this. You knew that there was an issue. Over 4 million consoles were messed up. That had already been reported. That's
the most direct that anybody can be and warn you about.
4 million, right? And then they said by the end of spring, 11 million total were supposed to be out. So when you look at 4 million to 11 million, that's almost half of them. Almost half of them. And when Bloomberg put out this report, like Tech said, everybody that wanted to be nonchalant about it. Everybody wanted to, they thought that, it's just a little fire. It's just a little spark. It's not going to flame out nowhere. If we just act like we didn't hear this, that everything will be okay. Things will go away. We get it, people. We understand that. But when it starts happening, like I said, where's your YouTubers at that are going to save you?
Like that burnt mark on that PS5's faceplate.
Facts. Where's these YouTubers that are going to save you now? Are they there to say, hey, thank you for all y'all support. We're gonna donate 5 PlayStation 5s. Where they at? Where's your gaming journalist at?
Where's your rock that gives out so many consoles to a hospital?
Facts. Facts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's real. Where's your rock? Where's your celebrity at? It's like you don't have any. There's nothing left.
Travis Scott, maybe?
The only thing that you got now is reality. And the PlayStation community has really never lived in reality. That's their problem. That's why they can't handle this right. We expected you guys to have some integrity. We expected you guys, and I'm not talking about the innocent ones. I'm talking about the ones with the big mouths, the ones that always got something to say. We expected you guys to actually talk about this. But no, you wanted to play it off, so here comes another reality, y'all. The PlayStation 5 at an alarming rate is the most refundable item right now in the gaming entity.
Isn't it ironic?
On top of that, it's to the point where it's so crazy that people are delivering cat food. They're delivering rice to people because the PlayStation people, right? The people in charge of the PlayStation don't want to admit that we really don't have PlayStation to give to them. So just bag up something heavy.
Get your cat food.
Get your cat food. And
Your
I'm
kibbles
not
and
playing.
bits.
This is for real. Like, this is really happening.
Meow 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 meow
They're
meow meow
being
meow meow
swapped
meow.
out. The pre-orders are being swapped out for cat food and rice. And you're telling me that's normal day one stuff? Y'all need to stop that. See, that's what's getting y'all in trouble at the best. Just keep your mouth shut and keep it real.
I like
every time
the
y'all
ones
start talking.
I like the ones that come out and it's like, but what about the Xbox 360 when they got the red ring of death?
Facts.
I'm like, okay, but
Right.
we're not
How
there
long
anymore.
has that been?
We're over that.
Right, we have moved forward. Why are you still in the past? You got people still talking about PS4 sales. Like, what?
Listen.
And I'm like, well,
I
what
get this
about the
flash
big
order
hack
over
of 2011 of PlayStation Network?
Facts. At least the situation with the 360 remained as a console situation. It's messed up when you have air fryers instead of PlayStations being delivered to you. I don't think that's ever happened, man. I remember when they got delivered a brick and some rocks. I mean, I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember actual electronic devices. We got air fryers, y'all.
Does it look like the PS5 at least?
Facts. They serving them rice and cat food.
Oh man,
this is really happening. I'm serious, bro.
I mean, everything that could go wrong did go wrong for them in every level possible.
Every level. I'm gonna make sure I put the link in the description box. You guys will listen. Cat food and rice and air fryers coming to your house. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. When I saw that, I didn't know what to do, y'all. I fell out. I literally fell out.
Maybe they won't find out, you know.
Yeah, you can't. Right, you're getting scammed left and right. And then you want to know something? I was on Twitter, man, and there's this dude. Oh man, listen. Regardless of what he wants to stand for and all that is really relevant to me, but in a way, he has a big mouth, right? And sometimes he's cool. He carries his weight around sometimes for the PlayStation. You know, he does his thing. I won't knock him. You know what I'm saying? But this is what don't make sense to me. You were so eager to get a PlayStation 5 that you was willing to make a deal online with somebody you had no business knowing. You didn't even know this person. And you actually sent your money. I'm not lying, y'all.
$150 to that
$750 to somebody you don't know. And then you actually got mad when he took your money and deleted everything about him.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah. And here's the thing, y'all. See, this is the funny part about this generation, Tech, Gene, and Rogue. This generation right here cracks me up because in my era, that's a very shameful mark. That's a very shameful stripe. No way am I letting anybody know that I just got suckered at a $750. You know, there's some things that you just swallow. You swallow your pride and you just go into silent mode, act like nothing happened.
Yep.
But because we're in this generation where prophecy doesn't exist anymore, nobody honors their prophecy. He thought that, I guess, texting that would make him. I don't understand it. Like, we as grown men, you think I'm reading your story. I guess I'm gonna send you some flowers or something. I almost want to laugh.
Would be kind of nice, though.
I want to laugh, man. I mean, but at the same time, I just passed it on by. I was like, should I come in here? It was killing me not to. I said, no, you know what? Let this die slow. Because anybody with common sense knows you don't make deals like that on the internet.
Especially not on Facebook. Like, really?
And then you're going to get mad at Facebook. Facebook doesn't have anything to do with your common sense.
Nope. At all.
Come on, man.
Between you and the buyer,
this is
and
a PlayStation guy.
That is it, man.
Dude, come on. And then I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all are losing y'all's minds out here, man. Face the reality.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan lied to y'all,
when,
man.
When I got my PS5 and I flipped it to that one dude, I told that guy, we're gonna meet at this government building because that's the safe zone.
Facts. All cameras, everything.
On cameras and everything. I want large bills, and that's it.
Yeah, you want those big faces. Don't give me no little faces.
I don't want like 20s. I gotta sit there and count all
give
these
me them
20s.
little president faces.
Yeah.
It's just as worse as that time when this dude a couple of years ago bought a PS4 from Walmart or something like that. And they noticed that the box was heavy, right? So when he opened the box, 2 cement bricks in the box.
Bricks, remember that? 2 bricks were in that box.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
I remember
that. Hilarious.
no Cash App. Hell no.
It's crazy, man.
What's up, guys? Why don't you Cash App me, okay? I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Facts. How do you you're on social media, you claim like you got common sense, you do all this talking, and then you do something as dumb as that. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just that's
not
dumb.
serious. You just wait. Like, come on. You out of all people should know. At this point,
I think one guy the comments were funny because one comment says it's like you spent $750. That's really good because compared to all the other prices are out there, like $1,000. You know,
right? And I seen it on Facebook, Twitter. It made it say Instagram. I was like, "Boy, this is."
Are you serious, Ro?
Yes, it is on every social media platform. I'm about to go check TikTok in a minute to see if somebody to put him on there. He is literally everywhere with this. And I'm like, you should have just not said nothing at all because you are getting roasted.
Yeah. What do you expect, man? What the heck did you expect?
Yeah.
Man, dude.
It's the times, man. Everybody wants to have sympathy. I mean, everybody's expecting sympathy when the way you tell the story is like, you know what? You deserve what just happened.
You're dumb.
Exactly.
It's not exactly, man, because dude, come on. This is the internet. Look, man,
the age of the
internet. This is either everything is out here. There's certain things you just don't do. You're not comfortable here, man. We're not comfortable here. Are you serious, man? We get on here, we have fun, and that's it. We ain't out here telling you, our bank card information and our social security numbers and yo, I'm gonna send this to you, send it here to my address and all this stuff. On live social media platforms, like to people that you don't know. That's even more worse. He did it to a person he didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even roll up on this dude.
Nope.
And I gotta give that dude credit, right? He deleted his stuff real quick and got out of Dodge.
Yeah.
As soon as he got that money in his hand.
As soon as he got that money, I'm out.
I'm out of here.
It's classic. It was
he probably went to buy like an Xbox Series X or something afterwards.
You know what? That's what I was thinking too, man.
He just scammed a PlayStation person for an Xbox, and then got a free console of that plus some cash.
Facts. They showed a graph like a couple of days ago showing the refund demands of the PlayStation 5.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And then what got me was this man called Frank on Twitter today. See, Frank was normal. He was, when I say normal, I mean he's innocent. He was just somebody out here just saying stuff, man. And to him, what his story was, the noise in the fan. There was some kind of noise in the fan, like and he
with the clipper sound.
It was something.
Yeah.
And he said, update, fixed it. He said, I ruled out cold whining. Reproduce sound with air unplugged. Sound not from the bearing side. Object in the way. Use security torques to open fan case and found out that a sticky label got loose and in the way. Remove label. Issue fixed. So guess who you think? I mean, yeah. Guess who y'all think popped up? the PlayStation Protection Posse #1.
Mm-hmm.
John Linneman pops up. This dude is hilarious, man. He says, well, this is interesting. That label positions suggest it could be a common problem for people.
You think? Do you know how many people posted the video? Or they
I don't understand why people think that this dude, whatever this dude says, is like golden nuggets. Listen to this again. Well, this is interesting. That label position suggests it could be a common problem for people. You say. He got 230 likes for that comment. You say. Wow. What else isn't a common issue, Linneman? There's a whole lot of stuff going on. See, this is what cracks me up. Instead of him saying something like, hey, man, that was a good find. Thanks for elaborating on that, because right now PlayStation 5 has many, many, many issues going around worldwide. Many people having so many issues with this console. Yep. Nah, he says something like, I suggest it could be a common problem for people. So you say. So this is a common problem? Are you serious, bro? Like, so listen to what he's saying. If something like this is a common problem, how is that a day one situation? See, day one situations get fixed by updates, things like that. Anytime you got to break down your console, put something back together, that's not a day one problem.
Yeah.
This dude is acting like people just gonna know how to do this, or like, you want to know what's funny is the dude right after he said that, 3 words: very poor engineering. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Very poor engineering. Now that's telling the truth. You think John Linneman would say something like that? Of course not. Because he's got to cheerlead. Understand something. That's his job, people. That's his job. He's like the press secretary of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine?
Which one? He had a whole bunch of them.
Can you imagine? Right. Can you imagine?
Spicer? I don't know.
I think Spicer left a long time ago.
Conway? I don't know. Conway. What's her name? The one who quit.
Can you imagine trying to back up Sony right now? It takes a lot of courage and a lot of stupidity. Like, you have to come out here and just you have to play almost everything off. Instead of them just saying, man, this is a mess up, we need to make sure that all the PlayStation fans across the world get taken care of. Say something like that. No, that's too much pride. Because if you say something like that, that means they really, truly did mess up and we admitted it. And their pride gets in their way. Instead of just admitting it and get your respect. Exactly. You want to brush around the situations acting like this is just a day one problem. Bro, PlayStation's been out since what? The 13th?
The 12th.
The 12th?
Yeah. So it's been a week and a day.
8 days later. Yep. It's been over a week. And people are still complaining.
Yep.
It's been over a week. And
they did do a patch, but it didn't fix nothing.
It did. I was elaborate, bro. Go ahead. I was just about elaborate. Go ahead.
Yeah, they released a patch. They were supposed to fix a lot of the issues. Didn't fix a thing. I actually have a person who sent me a message just now. You remember on the last show that I said that they put their PlayStation in rest mode and it wiped the whole thing?
You remember? You was the one that said that.
Yeah, so this person said, okay, I'm going to listen to her. I'm not going to do that anymore. They shut the entire thing off, turned it back on. Guess what happened when they're on there?
What?
It was blank. It erased itself.
Wow.
Oh.
And they just turned it all the way off to prevent from putting it
That's
in
how
and having that problem. They turned it off, gone. Everything's gone.
Let me tell you. The SSD drive is so advanced. It is so powerful. It's so futuristic. It is so technical for the rest of the console that the rest of the electronics can't keep up with it. That's what's happening. You heard it here right now.
Right. It's crazy because even the DualSense controller is being defective by it.
Yeah,
it's getting messed up by it.
Yeah.
Things are just happening. Things are going haywire over here.
Well, we listed out like 10 or 11 things last week or the week before of all the problems that are known right now. Who knows what else?
Right,
because it's not being reported.
Right. And then on top of that, people, Jim Ryan comes out and says €70 is a fair price for PlayStation 5 games.
No,
You know what, y'all?
no, it ain't.
I'm here to tell
Not for these problems.
Nope.
If you can't even play it, why spend that much money?
What I say last week, legal, is like the PlayStation 4 is still more advanced than the PlayStation 5.
As of right now, it sure is.
It is.
I mean, even the Slim is.
Yeah.
Any console that works is. At this point, any console that works. Your old Atari 2600 right now is more advanced than the PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah, is better than PS5. Yes.
The Intellivision 2 is better than the PlayStation 5 right
My
now.
ColecoVision is better than the PS5.
My kids messed up, cracked screen, Kindle Fire is more
Better.
advanced.
My
better
Commodore
right
64 is better than PS5.
It's better. This guy, see, they open up their mouth at the wrong time.
Yep.
Why are you talking about prices right now? Like Rogue said, your console is breaking down, crashing, bricking, and these games got glitches. You got Spider-Man. You got people out here with video content on YouTube playing a fence, y'all. F-E-N-C.
I saw a
Flying
slab
through
of
the
ice.
air. Flying, because you don't even see a web, flying through the air, okay? Catching a robber in the car and making the car crash as a fence.
Oh, don't forget the flying trash can.
Another one's a track, and then the other one, my all-time favorite, was the one that was a concrete block of the road. It looked like a little ice. He looked like ice on the road because it had the little wet graphics on it. But it was hilarious. And this is what's going on.
That's next gen, boy.
Right. This is what's going on. And they want to downplay all of this stuff like it was day one. Day one was 8 days ago, people. So you're going to keep saying it's day one after next week. And you're going to keep saying it's day one after next week. Come on, y'all. Like, we told y'all this generation isn't about sales. It's about the overall quality performance of the engagement of the players that play the video games. That's it.
Isn't it ironic that all those months, Sony fanboys, they wouldn't stop, like they would stop bragging about how great the PS5 was going to be and all that stuff. And all those times Sony said nothing except that one time when Mark Cerny came in and to do that little speech about the SSD. But yeah, exactly. But after that, like Sony said nothing after that, but Sony let their Sony fanboys do all the talking, blah, 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 bragging.
Which was all speculation.
Exactly. And now that the PS5 is out, and now that the PS5 is suffering those glitches, where are those the people who are bragging about it? Nowhere to be found.
Not at all.
Nope.
And I was talking.
The same way it was an article that came out. I'm trying to find it now where they said. Now, what they were saying that the graphic glitches that people been having where they playing the game and their background is just doing all this other stuff. They was like, for some of the consoles, it's so bad that person is going to have to basically return their PlayStation 5 because it's going to be absolutely unplayable. It's going to continue to do that.
Oh, and speaking of which, I remember a couple months ago when when Sony fanboys, they were making fun of the the Xbox Series X and the PS5. They were like drawing pictures of a group of people lining up to return the Xbox Series X, right? But now someone actually did a research on Google. Apparently, there's a graph of the number of people who are making searches on Google about PS5 refunds, and they show like a ratio of the graph, and it shows like the ratio of the graph of the people who are thinking of taking their PS5s back is higher than the people who are thinking of returning their Xbox Series X. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yep.
What about what the cloud petition is saying right now? This is facts. You got Jim Ryan out here now. See, the pressure is on, right? So anything that they can try to get you off of thinking about what's really going on, they're going to do it.
Deflecting.
So Games Radar just did an awesome, super duper clickbait article. I mean, man, they really did a good one on me. PlayStation boss
Got you, huh?
they got me. PlayStation boss hints at a response to Xbox Game Pass. Now that's the topic, but the title of the theme of this article, right? But the way they had it was Jim Ryan has come up with a perfect plan to match Game Pass. You know, you it's like you must read this, you know. So Jim Ryan says there's news on a response still to come. Here's the key word: still to come. That's that fishing reel, right? Still to come. Sony's Jim Ryan has hinted
the carrot.
Facts. That's that carrot. Sony's Jim Ryan has hinted that PlayStation may have a response to Xbox Game Pass in the works. Check this out. Keep listening. Speaking to Russian outlet TASS this week, Ryan was asked how Sony plans to respond to Microsoft Game Pass initiative. There is actually news to come, but just not today, Ryan answered. So my only question after that is, how the hell does Jim Ryan has a response for Game Pass when he says that there's news to come, but just not today?
The only thing
give you an answer.
The only thing I can think of is if Sony is it's a big if Sony is going to put their first party games they want on Game Pass, which will never happen. That's all I can think of.
After boss, listen to this. There is actually news to come, but just not today, Ryan answered. We have PlayStation Now, which is our right. We have PlayStation Now, which is our subscription service, and that is available in our number of markets. It's certainly now look, that's what he says. Now listen to what the Games Radar says. It certainly sounds as though PlayStation might be gearing up to compete with Xbox Game Pass. You know what I'm saying?
Where did keep the consoles
get
on
that from? Where did that look, man? I'm gonna say this one more time. Sony's Jim Ryan has hinted that PlayStation may have a response to Xbox Game Pass in the works. He didn't hint to that. That's them saying he hinted. Speaking to Russian outlet TASS this week, Ryan was asked how Sony plans to respond to Microsoft's Game Pass initiative. There is actually news to come, but just not today, Ryan answered. We have PlayStation Now, which is our subscription service, and that is available in a number of markets. Here's their answer to that. It certainly sounds as though PlayStation might be gearing up to compete with Xbox Game Pass.
Woo!
You know what? Listen, man.
How they gonna do that when they just had a whole hacking incident of people getting charged $300, $1,000?
I changed my password quick.
If PlayStation Now, is their subscription service platform, and that's out now, and he tells you that this is that. How in the world do you see it competing with Game Pass when it's not even competing with Game Pass?
But aren't they combining PlayStation Now with PlayStation Plus, though?
Who knows?
Look how eager they are.
Right
look
now,
at
just
their
to
heart.
keep those fans happy with something.
Look
Something's
at their
going on.
I want y'all to look at the hearts now. Look at the hearts. First, it was Xbox has no games and Xbox games is garbage and Xbox game is trash. But I've been telling y'all, they love our games. They just wish our games were on their console. Now, if you don't believe me, listen to this. Elsewhere in the interview with TASS, Ryan comments very briefly on Starfield. Wow. Potentially being an Xbox exclusive after Microsoft's purchase of Bethesda earlier this year. That's a decision that's not in our hands, Ryan said when asked if there was a possibility of PlayStation players wouldn't be able to play Starfield or the Elder Scrolls 6. We'll wait and see what happens. I look forward to learning about that. See, this is the thing. You don't see anybody out there trying to parade for Xbox because Microsoft doesn't need them to.
They speak for themselves, man.
There you go. When your product speaks for itself, you don't have to have people throwing hints here and hints there for your console. It's like the general said. The gaming media tries its best to sell that PlayStation console no matter where they go. They're over here in Russia and they're trying to sell that PlayStation console. But what's really going on, y'all? What are we seeing today? They're trying to sell you a console that's not ready for you. They're trying to act like this console is top notch right now when it's having all kind of issues. They're out here acting as if nothing is going on. See, they're asking Jim Ryan these questions when they should be asking Jim Ryan questions like this. Jim Ryan, what do you think about the worldwide epidemic that's going on with the PlayStation 5 crashing? People can't play their games. They put it on rest mode. It doesn't play. It's overheating. It's leaving burnt marks, paint coming off control. Why are they not asking him those questions? I just want to answer somebody.
No, I tried researching to see if he said anything. The only thing that they got out of him was storage is not an issue, but I couldn't really find nothing.
It's a cover-up.
It's a cover. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a
It's a CON conspiracy.
I'm
I don't know.
sorry.
I've been happy with my Series X. It's been fantastic.
What?
And I bought it just for Tetris.
Oh, Tetris is.
Tetris
goes
yeah.
hard.
I don't see it, Rogue. I'm trying to find it.
And I beat it, man. Huh? What do you think about that?
What, you beat Tetris?
Yep. On
Damn,
easy
that's-
mode.
Easy mode.
On easy mode. Even on easy mode was hard.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
What, easy mode? Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying.
No, I sent him something else.
No, keep talking, y'all. Keep talking. It's all good.
Have you ever played Dr. Mario back in the days?
Yeah.
No.
Which one?
Dr. Mario on Nintendo. Dr. Mario. It's like Tetris, except that
They do
Oh, the little pills, right?
yes, little pills. Yep.
Yeah.
I beat
That's
the
what they're in
whole
my
game
party
from-
days. I missed that part.
I beat the whole game from easy to hardest.
What?
Yep.
I was mad that nobody told me that the music on Tetris was that hard. I was like, what? I'm gonna be
Dude.
like, okay, let me hurry up and get to these 10 lines so this
No.
music can pick up.
Okay, so there's a mode in there that lets you play just the soundtrack with the visuals. It's really neat. I don't know if you've seen that.
I went into some
So if
other
you like-
different stuff that I was playing.
So
So
if you really
I
like the
couldn't find
music,
it.
there's a mode in there. A mode in there that you just turn on. It'll play all the music and the visuals with it, and it's pretty badass.
I got to do this, y'all, because I got to laugh at this. This is classic material right here. This is classic material right here. This is the virus I'm talking about. It's a mental thing, y'all. Okay.
Like
The
COVID.
mental thing is very, very it has a lot of carrots that have a lot of fungus that they eat. And they're not, when they gotta have medical attention. Understand this. That the Xbox Series X sold more than any Xbox console on its debut in the history of Xbox. The PlayStation 5 didn't sell more than any console in this history. It doesn't matter what PlayStation 5 does. It doesn't take away the fact that the Xbox Series X costs more than the PlayStation 5 by $100. So wherever, and it's sold out. It's sold out. Plus, it's working. The PlayStation 5 has worldwide issues that are at a point where people are being sent what is it? You got rice, cat food. You don't see that with the PlayStation. You don't see that with the Xbox Series X. You have normal day one issues like maybe the HDMI ain't working. The Xbox isn't turning on. You have to get sent back. you know, you don't have games glitching on it.
Yeah.
Where it's not working. Games are not people are not complaining.
It's not as widespread as
facts. You got with the Xbox Series X, you have normal day one issues. Now, what's the thing about it, and I understand the sales aspect with these donkeys. You can't see how I'm acting towards that. You got to laugh towards that, because when they start rebuttaling back to the sales, they outsold this and outsold that. You got to understand where that comes from. That's a deep emotional aspect within their lives. They're not telling me that as if it matters to me. That matters to them. See, this is the level of stupidity that I'm talking about. The PlayStation, look, it's at a point where the PlayStation console doesn't even work. They're happy as long as it's outsold the Xbox somewhere. Them themselves could have a console that's not even working right now. They can't even play their games, right? But in their world of security,
but it's sold.
It's sold. But what he don't understand is the same thing that he talking about being sold is being took back. This is where they missed the whole point.
Like
when you have more refunds than you do sales,
returns.
You're not making money. See, that's the whole point that you guys never understood about this situation. It's about making money. It's about being successful right there. And when you try to evaluate a little bank over a big bank, you don't make yourself look too bright. It's not that hard to understand. You can't put a customer up against the businessman. Sony is a customer to Microsoft. So by any means, if you think that at any point that Sony is just outdoing Microsoft, you can't. I mean, I can't even fathom that, man. Like, that's sad. You got to break yourself out of the mold. Look, it's cool being a PlayStation fan. All right, just be a smart PlayStation fan. Don't be a dumb one. Don't be one that thinks that in 2020 console sales matter anymore. We got Game Pass where we're paying. Some of us are paying some of us are paying $9.99. Some of us paying $14.95 to have over 100 games plus EA Plus. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
We got EA Play. Yeah. I said EA Plus. Well, it is EA Plus Game Pass games.
Yeah,
that's insane. Do you think we over here on Xbox is worrying about y'all's console sales when we got all these games to play?
For $70
beta test without limit. Exactly.
It's better than buying a $70 game and you finish it and you take it to GameStop and you resell it for, I don't know, you trade it towards something else.
But people don't hear that logic though. That's the funny thing. I try to explain this many times to a lot of people. It's like, I'd rather spend what I spend the entire year and get all these games, 100 plus games, first party games, now EA Play, compared to one title at $70 with two titles that paid my whole year of Game Pass.
Facts. Tech.
Yep.
Roll.
And some people don't see that. I don't understand that.
Jim Ryan says it's cool to pay $70 for a 10-hour game, bro.
Yeah.
You see the level of stupidity there? That's stupid. Who in their right mind pays $70 for a 10-hour game? I want y'all to know this. In their right minds. And they're going out here paying for a game that's bricking. Yeah. See, because the stupidity level is at an all-time high, how can we find sympathy in that kind of stupidity? It's hard to find sympathy for that.
So,
it really is.
The ones that do work, right? People are posting out there that they're not even getting the PS5 version when they download it. Like the whole smart delivery crap that they were supposed to have, they don't have it. When they're supposed to get the PS5 version, and somehow they get downloaded with the PS4.
Look, man.
Yeah,
it's sad over there, man. It really is. It really is.
Oh man.
He said, "Mouse molasses, I'm done."
How do you know? You ain't played Gears 5. How do you know? How do you know, Chris? You just over here hearing what other folk got to say? How do you know? because if you playing it like I'm playing it, it's way longer than 8 and 12 hours. And if that's a run through, that's pretty long for a run through. So let's put it like this. See, you got yourself in trouble again. So let's just say 8 to 12 hours, right? That's skipping everything. That's just going from the front to the end. How fast do you think that damn Spider-Man game is then at 10 hours?
Man, I beat it over the weekend, remember?
How fast you think that is? Just you gonna swing yourself to death. You gonna swing yourself to death for what? 2 hours, you beat the game. Done. So you pay $70 for a 2-hour game.
Hey, let's be fair. It's $50.
Yeah, I know you know the facts. I know you know the facts. Look, man, it's all good. Like I say, you just got to make sense, my guy. You just got to make sense. The PlayStation 5, man, is cheap. The architecture of it is garbage. It's too big. I mean, everything. I'm listening. I'm not saying this in a form of being a hater. I'm saying it because that's what you guys said about consoles, right? You called the Xbox One too big. It looks like a brick. Looks like a big VHS. It's garbage. Look at it. So how is it that we can't reciprocate that same love? The PlayStation 5, and it's bigger than the OG Xbox One.
It is.
It's bigger. So
I've had people. Okay, you know that suitcase that I have that has a monitor and the speakers and everything that's in it? Legal?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a suitcase. You open it up, and you put your Xbox or your PlayStation in there, and it's all in one suitcase. Right? It's really neat. And but it was made during the Xbox One and the PlayStation days, right? And so now the question was, can you fit the current consoles in there? Well, obviously you cannot fit the Series X. I mean, the Series X is just way too big, right? There's just no possible way it'll work, but it just won't fit, right? And so I fit my Series S in it, and it fits just fine. You know, I just got to put the Velcro straps in a certain way, and it's locked down really good, right? I don't have a PlayStation to test it out, but you could just tell with the dimensions of it, the odd shape, the ugly shape that it is. There's just no way for that thing to fit in that case, right? And people are still asking me, "Hey, do you think it's gonna fit?" I was like, "Dude, it's not gonna fit." All right. So all you have to do is take the dimensions of the PlayStation 4 Pro, look at the dimensions on that, and look at the dimensions on the 5, and if they don't match, it's not gonna fit. You know. And yeah, that whole
we're gonna hold the
shape
facts. We're gonna hold the facts for Gears 5. Gears 5 is actually 12 hours long. Okay.
Is that with all side quests and everything?
That's time. Nope. That's just time. Like I said, that's going from front to end, just going through 12 hours, half a day. To get extras, it's going to take 14 hours.
It's pretty good.
To be a completionist like I did, 17 and a half hours.
That's just the campaign.
So there you go. If you doing it like I'm doing it, it's a whole lot longer, people. But if you just sitting up there just running through games, yeah, any game is short. At that point, you just running through it. Any game is short.
That's what I did with Spider-Man.
Shorter than what it's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. But so my point is this: if Spider-Man is a 5 to 10 hour game, how fast do you think it can be beat from front to top if you're not even doing anything but just doing what you're supposed to do? 4 hours? Come on, man. And you gonna pay $70 for a 5-hour game? Come on, man. That's the funny part. Every time you keep throwing a jab at Microsoft and the Xbox entity, it just doubles. I got 5 more things that we can laugh at you guys. Plus, like the streets are saying, has no multiplayer, has no replay value, has none of that. That's why some of y'all ain't getting that remaster. Y'all don't want to play that Spider-Man game again. Y'all don't want to do that again. So y'all has
anyone played a Metal Gear Ground Zero?
Demon Souls is slower than Gears 5. You just walk around.
How long is this game was?
You walking around just
which one?
Metal Gear Ground Zero.
Kind of boring.
Ground Zero?
You should be bored of that by now.
The prequel?
Yeah,
but that game ain't even working right, so I don't even know, man.
it's a demo, isn't it? It's less than an hour.
It's a short one. It was like maybe 2 hours long.
And people pay what, $40 for it?
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. Listen, it's horrible right now, man. I don't even know what I don't know, man. They believe anything Ron says. They got a strong belief system, man. It's very cultic. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm telling y'all right now, it doesn't matter.
Black Lives Matter. Like, who's even talking about that?
It doesn't matter.
Fortnite did the same thing. Jesus.
Facts. It don't matter if they get sent rice to their houses. They are going to play this off like, oh, it's just a day one. This is what's funny. Getting rice sent to your house is a day one problem. Getting cat food sent to your house is a day one problem. This is how hilarious.
What I'm wondering is how did they decide to say cat food?
Bro, they were just picking random items that were laying around.
I wonder if Chris got cat food.
Right. You're sitting up here with loud problems still. Listen, y'all. Listen. In 2020, they can't even make a console quiet in 2020.
Say it louder, Ligo. My PS5 is on.
They can't make a console quiet. That's a challenge for them, Tech. Just to make it quiet is a challenge for them.
Man, my little S is so quiet. Half of the time, I don't even know that it's on.
You don't even know what's on.
That S is sick, man. I
mean, it's so quiet.
As much as I like
looking for it, that's so true. You'd be like, is it on? Wait a minute, did I leave it on or did I turn it off?
Why is it hiding again? Dang it, the S. Get back over here.
Facts. And Tech knows this is a little inside joke. I'm hurting right now about the Xbox Series S. I'm hurting.
It's saying it's in my car. It's saying
I won't be hurting long though.
Open it up, please.
I gotta get out there and hustle tonight, man. I'm gonna get out there and hustle tonight, though. As soon as I get off of here. But yeah, listen, y'all. If you're an Xbox gamer right now, you're going through the normal. You're going through the normal. Yes, there's been some hiccups.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Let me respond here to what he's saying. The PS5 is silent. Yes, it's very silent because it cannot turn on at all. That's why.
Oh,
there you go.
Man.
It's just like old school said, because it's
Chris,
dead.
you gotta stop tonight, man.
It's dead silent. The PS5 is dead silent.
Chris clowning, man. Look, man, he's just having fun, man.
Yeah,
Listen, man. Look, it's all good, man. But at this point, Xbox fans out there, look,
they're loving it, man. They're out there.
I had a situation, man. When I got my Series X, it was something wrong with my HDMI ports. I had to send it off to El Paso. Got it right back. 3 days.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it back in 3 days.
Nice.
That's what shocked me. I was like, dang, they wasn't playing around.
No, they don't.
And they got it back to me. So I want to say that. Shout outs to Microsoft. When you got issues, man.
They'll fix it.
Report that? Yeah, bro. There's no half-stepping with them.
They'll fix it, man. They'll fix it because, I got a story about that too.
Facts. I was shocked how fast I got it back, Tech. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, when back in the Xbox One, they came out with the Xbox One Elite. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one. I had it. Yep.
It came with the Elite controller. Right. So it was all bundled up together. So I got mine. Right. A year after I owned it, my Elite controller started with the whole stick drift crap. Right. Where the stick just started drifting away to one side. Right. And I called support and I said, hey, this is what's going on. And I said, I think it's out of warranty because it came with the bundle. I was like, yeah, well, controllers are usually 90-day warranty. And I was like, yeah, but this is not just any bundle. I mean, any controller. This came with the console. So it falls under the rule of the console, not the controller itself. And you're like, well, let's look it up. They did that little research. It's like, you know what? You're right. Just by going off your history of purchases and the serial number, you're right. And I was like, but it's still out of warranty because you bought this over more than a year ago. And I was like, well, it has stick drift. I just kept telling like a little sob story. Right. And sure enough, the lady's like, you know what? You really don't have any history of returning stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and give you another one.
There you go.
So I sent it in and they sent me another one.
They see what you do. You can't get around them, man. So if you're an exceptional customer, bro, they go out their way for you.
Yep, that's any company.
Facts. You take care of your best customers. That's so true, Ro. That's what any company. So true. You can't at this point. You can't deny it. For those out there that are playing themselves, stop playing yourselves. My advice is wait a while. Matter of fact, don't wait a while. Demand your respect. Demand your respect as PlayStation gamers. You got enough mouths to talk down Xbox. Go after Jim Ryan and them. Let them know how you feel about this garbage debut release for 8 days. And it's not going to end. I told y'all more to come. The situation with these video games is the same bias parity laws that are going on. They don't want to make Sony look bad, but they're not going to be able to stop that. And that's not a console war situation. It's just a reality situation. Right now, this is the reason why Microsoft has allowed these third-party games to hit. But notice, there's a third-party game that's coming that's not going to be fair. It's going to be the first one out the gate that does not play. Well, it's going to be the second one that's not going to play by the rules. Got to give a shout out to Assassin's Creed Valhalla for not playing by the rules. That Ubisoft respect for Xbox is strong. If you don't have the Series X, don't let nobody fool you acting as if the PlayStation 5 looks just as good. No, it don't. It's not even close. All right. They didn't even mess around with that. The other one that's going to wake up the dead people, all this nonsense, I'm going to tell you where the nonsense is going to stop. It's going to stop when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to know. That's when all the talking is going to stop. This is why I believe, y'all, Microsoft pulled Halo Infinite out. They started to see that the devs are going to start doing this again. They're going to start whining and crying. How do we know this? Because we just had a dev come out and lie about the Series S, right? Like a couple of days ago, saying that it's hard to develop on the Series S. How is it hard to develop on the Series S and not hard to develop on the Xbox Series X? That doesn't even make any sense. The dev said that. This is true. It's hard to. The Xbox Series S is tricky. It's not tricky. It's the same thing. It's just they ain't as powerful. That's the only thing tricky about it. But the problem is this: they want to make a game one time, and I get it, and they want to do it for everybody, and they want everybody to be the same. But that's not going to help. That's not going to help them in the long run. Look at what happened to the Avengers. You played the Xbox community, and look what happened to you. I'm telling you right now, you keep playing with the parity because you're going to understand something. I don't know why they keep thinking that PlayStation fans really pull in their pockets. They don't pull in their pockets. The only time they reach down in their pockets is when those games go in the bargain bins. That's when you see that surge of sales. But by that time, you're not helping the developers. By that time, you're just giving them scraps. But they get all that marketing. They get all that promotion. See that? They get that. Because, and they get that, and they get those little exclusive monies by Sony. They get that. So they're content because for them, they're sticking together. Their culture is secured. Because let's keep it real. Microsoft is an American company. They're up against Japanese forces. That's what this is all about. So that's why you see a lot of Xbox games come from the UK, come from Denmark or Germany, and you see everything from the eastern side of the world instead of the far western side, past us. You see this split in the gaming industry. You see us trying to prove over there in Japan that we're worthy to be played over there. You see all this extra oomph coming out of the Microsoft camp for respect. You see that. But at the same time, you don't see them having cheerleaders for their products because their products speak for themselves. So with all of that being said, if it goes to show that Microsoft, you have to play chess. You have to play chess. And so when you make special relationships, you don't burn your bridges. The octopus of Microsoft is growing and they're sleeping once again. They're not understanding that everything that we're getting right now is being baked. It's all being baked. This real-time ray tracing is finally coming out. It's as an experimental situation. Soon, within 2 to 3 years, we're going to see the full potentials of it. Right now, it's still in the works. It's being baked. This is why John Linneman isn't speaking to you like that, because he's not understanding that Microsoft is preparing this dinner. You don't rush a dinner. This isn't a microwave. We're not fast. We're not heating our food up with radiation, and then you put that plate on the table, and that radiation goes out of that food, and your food is cold again. No, this is hot off the grill. You notice when you get something hot off the grill and it comes sitting and it gets served to you, it stays hot for a while.
Woo!
They tell you, hey, watch the plate, it's hot. They warn you. See, PlayStation and Microsoft cook their food differently. Microsoft sits out there on that grill. They slow cook. They might throw some hickory out there. They might, flip this, flip that. So exactly. Add a few coals here. Add a few coals there. Sony's like, you know what? Put it on defrost for 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes is over, put that bad boy in for 3 minutes.
It's more like
facts. Oh, no. Right. Sony, this is facts. Sony's serving people Hungry Man TV dinner.
Those hungry men are nasty.
These are TV dinners. Being served, and they don't understand. This is what you was talking about, Tech. When you were saying they rushed their engineer, they rushed this stuff, and it's true. They just had to get out. Their thing was, we have to get out. We have to show ourselves.
We have to get these sales.
We have to get these sales. We have to get it out, and it's backfiring. It's backfiring. It's good to see Red Dead Panda in the building, all the way from New Zealand, y'all.
Red Dead.
Here. Shout out to Cloud Practitioner, man. Yo, he's the all-star today. Man, I gotta talk. Man, that right there was my day right there, man, when he showed up. Straight out the YouTubes, man. Straight out of the YouTubes, man. I met him today. It was crazy. We having this discussion on another show that was actually a television show, a television tech guy. And he was actually talking about the issues of the PlayStation 5 along with the TVs. And all I just said was another L. It's just another L. And he came in and he elaborated because, of course, you had the defenders coming up in there. I just kind of laughed. But the guy came in there with all this genius, man, smacked him up, and it went quiet. And so I just told him, hey, I'm going to be going in tonight. Hopefully I see you there, man. We're going to be talking about this situation. And he popped up. So shout outs to him, man. Shout outs to everybody out there in the chat room. We appreciate every last one of you guys.
Derp.
And I got to get with y'all on this Destiny. Yup, derp in the building. We got derp in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, legal. Me
Come
and
on,
been
your
playing.
girl got you.
I got you. I'm coming, y'all.
Mhm.
I had to get it downloaded. I had to get stuff going. You know what I'm
What,
saying?
you can't play on the 1X or what? Huh?
I took it. I unplugged my 1X, man. I unplugged it. Listen,
I still got mine plugged in.
I'm about to pass it down. We do the hand-me-downs here. So my son is fixing to get that Xbox One X.
I play Man-Eater on it.
Facts.
On the X.
Man-Eater actually has an update for the
did they?
X and S. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
We got
No,
Johnny
nobody's
Murphy in the
talking to you.
building. Down in Australia. Man, we got the Xbox Live going worldwide tonight in the chat room, man.
Mhm.
Amazing. No, Mage.
All around the world.
Mage? Amazing chat, y'all. Amazing chat. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate all of y'all. We talk a lot. We see y'all though. We see y'all while we're talking. We don't want to count y'all out. We see y'all. 007. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Hitman. Yo, Hitman is a must. I'm gonna look, I think I'm gonna do something different for the debut of the next generation. I'm gonna start out with some physical copies, and I know the general is gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna pick with him right now because he ain't here. But General Cyberpunk, you punk. I'm on my Cyberpunk. Yeah, I had to get him. Man. Much love to the general. Shout out to the general, man. Always putting it down upon the crown, man. What's wrong, y'all? What's wrong, man? What's good with the PlayStation 5? Listen, PlayStation 5 has some hope, right? I found out today that Godfall got a 5 from Metacritic. Go figure.
Ouch.
Is there any mercy after boss? Rogue, any mercy?
None whatsoever.
There's no mercy.
No.
It's L's after L's after L.
Wow.
No, it's nonstop, man. It's just like
this
2
is
months worth of just a bunch of
welcome
L's.
to Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Because
But see, hold on. But the 360 with the issues that it had at first was kind of spread out through months because it didn't all hit at one time. Right. So it took a while for Microsoft to even acknowledge that was happening and to take responsibility for it. Right. Whereas right now with the PlayStation, it's happening day one out of the box.
And you want to know why Tech is right? Because I remember even stores, because you remember like they would try to put them on demo displays.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't come on. That's when, and when the companies, these retail stores had to go back and tell Microsoft, hey, we're having defective components. That's when Microsoft had to wake up and was like, you know what? Maybe these gamers that are sending us letters and stuff online, maybe this stuff is worse than we thought. And so when they did that little forum, mass of people came in and was like, listen, my Xbox don't work. It was crazy. I remember Microsoft had they put the request forms at the stores. Remember that, y'all?
Yeah.
And you would that's right.
Yep.
And you would do them there. You would fill out your and send them off.
And here's my story on this one. So I had mine, and while everybody was
tell you guys how much.
So everybody else was like having their issues. They had to send it back and everything. But at the time, if you remember back then, you had to pay $150 to get it fixed. Right? You had to send it in, pay $150, and they'll give you a replacement or they'll fix the one you got.
Facts.
Right? So mine was like, oh man, mine's working great. Yeah, fantastic. And then all of a sudden, boom, it broke. Right? I was getting the red ring of death, and there was no way around it. And so I called,
text avatar cracking me up, y'all. I can't help it, man.
So I sent it in, paid my $150 because I think there were still like $300, $400. I forgot how much they were back then. And that same day that I shipped it out and I paid my $150, that's when Microsoft said, you know what? We're gonna give you guys 3 years of warranty, no charge for fixing it. Right? So I call right back. I'm like, hold up. I just shipped out my Xbox. You guys have a record in your system. I paid $150 and it was just announced that there's going to be no charge. I want my $150 back. It took about an hour to finally resolve because it just happened to be announced and they had no idea that was going on. Right. And so afterwards, like, I'm going to wait here until I get my $150 back and my thing's on the way up there. Huh?
Did you ever get it?
Yeah, I got it back.
Dang.
I got my money back, and of course, like within 2 weeks, because they went to Laredo,
right?
I got my console back, or a replacement, or whatever it was, back, and we're all back in business again.
Old school, you wrong for that one, man. This said Sony just released a future update called Soul. It's supposed to bring your PlayStation.
Oh no!
You wrong for that one, man. Come on, be easy, man. Easy. Come on.
No, there's no taking it easy with these fans now because we took enough hits.
Kima in the building.
That anything they receive now is worth giving without any mercy.
It is, man. Look, we're gamers, right? And this has always been the case, man. We got to throw our jabs. We got to. It's just out of the fun art of the culture, man. We're not, listen, we ain't calling out nobody's names and belittling people because they're PlayStation fans. We're just, We're just speaking the truth, man, of what's going on. This is you can't handicap this situation. And we're just trying to warn y'all. The more y'all keep acting like this is just a band-aid situation, you're gonna get let down. I'm telling you right now, PlayStation has a problem with its pride. It always has. Well, and then Sony does that. It's not really PlayStation's fault. That's the brand. Sony is controlling PlayStation. Sony has a problem with its pride. And until they work on that, this situation right here is going to be catastrophic. Mark my words. The new legal said it tonight. More to come.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. More to come. You know, it just is what it is. You know, I've seen AfterBoss put comments down and people laugh about it. They're not laughing no more.
Nah.
I see Rogue made a bold prediction about the rest mode. Nobody even knew what you don't want to know what's so beautiful about that situation, Rogue, is that at the time, nobody even knew what you was talking about because it was fresh off the grill, out of the microwave. That situation came by way of a friend to you. You didn't even know. You just repeated it. Hey, my friend is saying, don't put your PlayStation in warning mode. Whatever that is, you was even like
person that was saying this. I was like, this obviously has to be a problem. These people live in different parts of the country. They're having this same problem.
And then 3 days later, the articles come out. It was funny. It was hilarious. And it just, at this point, I don't even know how they're going to accept it, because that's kind of like where I'm at. Where do the PlayStation fans come to grips with themselves? Because it's hard for them to face reality. I don't want them to start doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I live around some of these PlayStation fans. I don't want them to start losing their minds. No, doing irrational things, and they possibly harm themselves over a video game console. I mean, this is crazy stuff. I don't know, y'all. All we can do now is just send our condolences and
hope for the best.
Prepare for the eulogy.
Have you seen the article about what Jim Ryan said about console wars?
No.
It says
this
Sony
today?
said, well, that was today actually. It says, oh, we don't like console wars. Competition makes us work harder. It avoids us getting complacent.
Now, hold on. Did he say we love console wars?
No, we don't like console wars.
Okay, they don't like console wars. Okay, and what else did he say?
It also said competition makes us work harder.
Facts.
It avoids. Yeah.
You want to know what the irony is with that? The irony with that is, see, they don't like gamers like us. The reason being is because we've been around that block a few times, right? But when there was console wars, like I keep trying to tell people, it's not what you call today console wars. See, that came from weak gamers. This definition of console wars is totally different from the true console war meaning, right? But if you know your history, it was PlayStation who started this type of console war. They started it with Crash Bandicoot. It actually started with the bad practices of Sony with Nintendo. And when Nintendo caught them and started actually making deals with Philips, this is how all this negativity really started in the gaming industry. The bad negativity. The really, like, I'm pouting bad negativity. The kiddie stuff that you see today negativity. That originated from the PlayStation in-house people. And it resonated to their fans. Their fans, the way they act, is that same infectious type of attitude they had back in 1991. But see, they don't know where that comes from. So when you hear Jim Ryan say something like that, it's funny because it almost sounds as if he's defeated. It's like, I got to say now that I don't like console wars. So you waited till 2020 to say that. You see what I'm saying? But yet, when we see devs getting threatened, who are they by? Who are they by?
The most toxic community ever.
Facts. You created this community.
Stadia fans.
You helped do this. Now,
it reminds.
Right. He said exactly. Yeah. Jim Ryan said competition makes them work harder. Yeah, it clearly shows how hard they work.
Well, hey, what are you guys saying? What'd I say? I didn't say anything.
Exactly.
What are you guys talking about?
You know, it's funny how, and look, man, everybody can have a change of heart, right? But just understand this. People say anything when they're on the camera. See, the Jim Ryan that we see on camera, is that really the Jim Ryan that we know? This dude off camera could be saying all kinds of stuff. So when you're on camera, I'm expecting you to be being who you are and saying what you say when you're on camera. But but here's the thing: why people aren't easily fooled by what Jim Ryan says, it's their actions. It's their actions. Their actions is telling us differently. Jim Ryan doesn't want crossplay. Jim Ryan didn't think that EA Access was good. Jim Ryan was hating on the fact that Microsoft was buying all these acquisitions, but yet you're saying that competition was good, and you don't like console wars. And then why would you act like that?
But you know what I said though on Twitter? I said right. I said that now that the PS5 has been crowned as the biggest failure because it's been clowned on social media all of a sudden, Sony doesn't like console wars anymore. Fact. The same Sony who said 1080p makes a better gamer.
There's too much history in exactly after boss. It's almost hilarious right now, man. It's Jim Ryan is a very complicated guy, man.
And also, what is the slogan for Halo? What
Jim
does it say?
Ryan, right, Jim Ryan and the PlayStation community relationship is considered complicated.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Y'all have a very estranged, complicated relationship. It's very weird, but you gotta love it. I mean, because these guys will believe anything this guy says, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I hope. You know what I'm waiting on right now? I just hope that these PlayStation fans get refunded, so they can move on with their lives. I hope that things work out good for them. I hope they finally open up their eyes to this malpractice company who
lawsuit waiting to happen.
Right, who gets sued over refunds of their own base.
It's come to a point where it's not funny anymore. I mean, like it is, bad. But it's at the same time it's not, because it's a joke in itself. So how do you top that? Just let people do their things, and hopefully if they get the money back, that's great. But it's sad that the PS5s are getting bricked. But right. I mean, they should have known better. So
right, we're not over here bashing people, laughing at their situations. We're just like, it's almost like we're just shaking our heads. Like, this community, it's lost. It's lost, and you can see them. They're searching for anybody. They're searching for a savior. And ain't nobody gonna save you, man, because your ignorance isn't bliss anymore. You guys allowed yourselves to get to this point when we used to tell y'all all the time, challenge your brand, challenge them, speak out. Because it's gonna bite y'all in the butt. Being silly and stupid all the time, it's gonna catch you. And then because you're going up against a Godzilla, eventually that monster's gonna come out of that water. It's gonna come out of that Pacific Ocean. And once he starts coming out of that Pacific Ocean, you don't have monsters enough to stop him now. That's why they said it started with the Xbox Series X as the monster that eats monsters.
I had people like getting mad at me for pointing out the facts that the PS5s are breaking. Well, I said, well, don't blame me. Blame Sony. You know, tell Sony to do better. Be greater.
Right. Don't
be like Kratos. Be greater.
Facts. This is about you're up against something now that's even on another level, right? We're talking cloud gaming now. We're talking xCloud. I had a dude today telling me, man, that these Xbox games are going to be on PlayStation and Game Pass is not succeeding like it's supposed to and all this other stuff. And I was like, man.
But then they just announced that.
It's funny how people know how a service is performing.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I told him, I was like, look, man, you don't get it. I said, if this game comes on Game Pass, right? Like Starfield and them. I said, if those games come on Game Pass, which has now been confirmed that they will. And let's just say that they're able to be played elsewhere. First of all, how are we losing? We're not, because we're playing the game for free. We're just paying a service to play all these games. So the fact that we have more than 14 or 15 games on Game Pass means all the rest of the games, listen, you're getting paid what? You're paying $14.95 or $9. Yeah, you're paying $14.95 for the EA play. What is that? About 160 games right there between the two? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So with 160 games between the two,
it's right close to 200 already.
Yeah, it's close to 200. But right there, right? If you're paying Ultimate and it's only $14.95, that means that's $1 a game, right? Let's just say $1 a game. After the 15th game, Tech, the rest are free.
Yeah.
So you're looking at all these games that just drop in, right? So how is it that if that happens, that we as Game Pass fans are losing? If it goes anywhere else, you're paying top dollar for that game.
Because they will always argue, you don't own it, legal. You don't own it.
Right.
That's their argument every single time.
But you want to know what the answer to that is? I don't, because I choose not to. Because I choose not to. It's not that I can't own it. It's simply it doesn't make sense. They're giving it to me for free.
Yeah.
I play it and move on.
Right.
I play the game and move on. Like it used to be. Venom came out on Fortnite? All right, cool, man. You want it? Too bad you ain't getting it. Man, I know I'm mean to my kids, man. You know, they got to work for what they want. He ain't show me nothing. He ain't clean his room. Sweep up no trash. Or nothing.
Oh yeah. So I moved my gaming desktop over to my kids' room, and I said, "I'm gonna put it in your room. Your mom's gonna get mad. I don't care. I'm tired of you hogging my desk up. So I'm gonna put it here, but I can only let you play when you get everything done." It's like, you can power it on, you can turn it on, you just can't get in because you don't know the password. So he's like, okay.
Is this the one that whooped up a bully the other day, man?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
We got Technoblad's son out here whooping bullies, y'all. In North Texas.
Oh, so yeah. So So last night I was standing in the front yard just kind of watching the kids play, and my son was out there. And after they were done, there was a set of kids passing me by. They were like, one was mouthing off, saying all sorts of nonsense. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Some little kid. And then my son comes up and I ask him.
Red Dead fan is stupid.
So I ask him, huh?
Ahead,
and so I asked him, I said, hey, did that kid hit you again? He's like, yeah. I said, what'd you do? I hit him back. And what happened? He started crying. I was like, all right, good job.
It's an ice cream. That's it.
All I tell him was like, don't start any fights. I don't want you to start them because then you'll get in trouble.
But take up for yourself.
But if somebody's messing with you, you go ahead and hit them back. I don't care. You're defending yourself.
You gotta take up for yourself, man.
Exactly.
That's the golden rule with raising sons. We don't raise sons to be tyrants. We don't raise them to be pirates. We just raise them to be gentlemen. But gangsters and a gentleman. You gotta understand. You protect your family. If somebody pushes you to that point, you gotta protect the family. You gotta show them a little gangster.
Be like Master Chief. Finish the fight.
Facts.
Finish the fight, man.
Facts. Just finish the fight, man. Just finish the fight. You know, gotta raise them to protect themselves, man. That's good stuff right there. You know.
If not, his Aunt Rogue will pull up. Don't even worry about it.
Facts. Aunt Rogue coming out, pulling up, taking off them earrings, boy. If you see Aunt Rogue come out that car, she pulling off them earrings. I only have one word to say to you, kids: run.
Yeah. And I told him, so look, if he continues on and he's not knocking it off, that's like, you tell me, I'll have a talk with him. And I'll do that little scared tactic. Like, I'm going to rip your fucking arms off. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm going to rip your arms off and shove them down your throat. If you
Rogue come out there hurting people, man. She will suplex kids.
I'm like, how do you not? Well, you finna catch these hands.
I'll just put one arm out and start running and start clotheslining all these kids.
Right. It's just hurting people, man. Come on, y'all. Listen, man. On Di-RRec Gaming, we love the kids, man. Don't listen to Technoblast or Rogue, man. Listen, we love the kids. They coming out here beating up kids, y'all, out in the park. Suplexing them, body slamming them and stuff. Come on, man.
Hey, they started it.
Xbox community, thank y'all for coming out. Have a lot of fun. It's Friday night. Or if you're Jeremy Merchant and the Red Dead Panda, it's Saturday. It's Saturday what? Afternoon? Somebody correct me. Is it what time is it over there?
Yeah, it is. It's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday afternoon, right?
Yeah.
So we want to say thanks to everybody out there. Poor Sony fans, man. We're watching you. Hold your heads up. You're doing a good job. You're not cracking yet. I commend your resilience and your stamina, but I'm not trying to let you down fast. I'm just letting you down real slow to let you know that we send our condolences and we have our eulogy ready. Just whenever you guys are ready to just admit
got the church music ready.
We got everything ready. Just to admit that, this was a disaster release. And
it was.
We're waiting on the articles to finally give up, waiting on John Linneman to stop cheerleading up and trying to disguise this catastrophe. Because if you don't do it, Xbox is going to start coming out with these games, man, and it's not going to be funny. And you have until December the 10th, okay? When that Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, and there's still catastrophes on that PlayStation 5.
Because that thing's going to be a hog.
That's going to be, there you go.
Yep.
The whole world wants to play that game. Imagine PlayStation fans not being able to play that game. The only one word I have left for that is Exodus. Come on over to the green side of things. See, green means grow.
The power tower or a tower of power. I can't even say it right.
Right. Green means grow. We're growing over here, man.
I'm so lame.
We're growing over here. And you know what? We're not mad if you make that exodus. We can't blame you. You're forced out. We want you to be playing Cyberpunk 2077. And come on, Schutz. Come on, Thomas. You gotta have some sympathy for him, man. You can't be like that.
They got Crunchyroll.
Listen, man, I'm with you. I have no sympathy for him either, really. I don't. I just don't want them to think that because I don't have sympathy for them that I don't understand. I understand why they're fighting so hard. I'm just trying to give them a way of understanding because there's a lot of them that just don't understand. They're confused. They want to run away. And I'm saying, listen, don't do anything other than express what's going on. To all those PlayStation fans out there that's been putting up posts about what's going on with your PlayStation, to all those that have been putting out posts and being true about the burns and the paint coming off the controllers and your console won't come on, the Di-RRec Gaming wants to commend you right now.
Yeah, go team.
Because if it wasn't for you guys, we would be hearing a bunch of lies right now still. We'll be hearing things like, oh, The Xbox Series X is having its issues too, and this is just a normal day one situation. If it wasn't for you guys that were not ashamed to address the fact that you was getting rice or what is it called, an air fryer, or
man,
valuable, straight up, the air fryer took that was it for me, man.
Fit me out of here.
An air fryer for PlayStation 5, unbelievable. That's going down in the history books. That's when you know.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's in that same article. You just have to read more. It's in the same article.
I don't want to read legal.
Right? What generation you think I'm in? We don't read.
I want pictures, man.
Right, we want those illustrations. Yeah, man. It's pretty sad out here. But as always, man, we're gonna report what the streets say. We made this show for you guys tonight. We had to put it out there, whether they wanted it out or not. Watch out for John Linneman, man. He's gonna put up a good, strong fight. He's gonna try to sell that PlayStation 5. He's gonna try to tell you, here's my final thoughts on it. He's gonna try to tell you, oh, it's just a slight difference. It's a slight difference. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's mighty funny all of a sudden when the tables is turned and it's PlayStation's time to catch that smoke. All of a sudden now they're gonna talk about a slight difference. But last generation, my panel, they were praising against 1080p and 900p. Isn't that a slight difference?
Yep, that is.
So what was the big old fuss about? If it's not a big fuss today, why was it such a big fuss just a week ago? And I'm here to tell y'all, because it was working then. It's not working today. That's why. John Linneman, I want to keep seeing you prostitute. You want a good job.
Whoa, we got kids.
We actually got new Nikes for you because you're gonna do a lot of walking. We just
hope
you don't catch no sciatic nerves, man. Get some damaged sciatic nerves because we want to see you walk, man. You're doing a lot of track right now. We want to commend you from your hard work. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. But I just got something to say to you as well. You're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail horribly this generation. You're not gonna save them. Sorry, brother. You can do whatever you want to do. You can block as many people as you want to block. But you too, sir, will have to face reality. And the reality is this. There's only two consoles that are next generation. That's the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation 5 is a hybrid console. There you go, Max. Speak on it. Speak on it, streets. The streets are not fools. We are gamers, and we are gamers that love our brand. We are Xbox gamers who built this community upon integrity of gaming. You can't get us by just putting out articles for people to read and just coming on Twitters and making YouTube videos and just talk. That ain't our style. You gotta come with gaming when you come at us. We're not stupid. It's not you're not gonna be able to save this community that you want to continue to lie to, drag through the dirt with. Listen, at the end of the day, the PlayStation 5 is a hybrid console. It was not built ground up on the basis of next generational technology. It's a console that's built upon parts of next generational technology. So it's kind of like what me and Tech was saying. You got a luxury name with standard parts, okay? So it's like going out there to go buy a Porsche, but when you open up the hood, you see Toyota parts in it. You know, you're like, what's this? You got a V4, cylinder engine. You know, you got roll-up windows. You got cloth seats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pretend this stuff. But on your dashboard, you got neon blue lights and you got flex fuel and, you know, every now in some areas Oh, we even got put some rims on it. You know, so
You got that plastic chrome trim around the door edges.
facts. In some places you look next gen. Some places you got next gen capabilities like that SSD. The SSD and the controller are net. You know what's funny, man? The controller is not even next generation, man. To be honest with you, it just makes you just. It's just sad, man. It really is. But we'll just say it to make them feel better. Listen, your controller is next generation, all right?
That's the only thing
to
that's
make them
next
feel
gen.
good. The drag queen. But it's a hybrid. So it's RDNA 1 / or hyphen RDNA 2. And that hyphen means there's something in the middle between that. It's not all the way 2, but it's all the way 1. It's something. I don't even think it's 1.5. It's like what me and Tay said. It's like a 1.3.
But let them tell
it's like trying to reach for something.
RDNA 3 features though.
Almost got it
right.
How are you gonna have features for something that is not even scheduled? That it may be available at the end of 2021 at the earliest.
Oh, no.
How? Like, explain how you gonna have some features that don't exist, boo.
It's crazy. This is why they're talking about the UI after boss. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they mentioning the UI? Because they ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why I'm telling y'all, like, if there was really some real tech, look, okay, here's real tech.
Well, what's up?
Velocity architecture, smart delivery, mesh shader, DirectX 12, DXR, hardware, real-time, real ray tracing effects, no motion cap on some of these games. You're talking about real motion features. Real-time, real-life motion features. And you're gonna see that with Hellblade 2. See, Hellblade 2 is gonna kill it off, man. Hellblade 2, Flight Simulator. When they see this game on the Xbox Series X, they're not gonna know how to act anymore. I'm telling y'all, so let them have fun trying to compare these parody games, because we understand it. These third-party Japanese developers, they're gonna feel some type of way for PlayStation. We get that. So when all of that's out of the way, and you got to face these Microsoft games, what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? When the same exact games coming off a PC look the same. Flight Simulator coming to the Xbox Series X is not gonna look no different. That's gonna be the same game. And what's funny is going on Game Pass. Facts, Hyperfan Gaming. Call it like it is, fam. Call it like it is, fam. We ain't gonna silence that. We been on that for years. Call it like it is, fam. Guys, you gotta salute. Look, Streets, you gotta brave up, man. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. The only thing they gonna do to you is block you. That's all they gonna do, man. They're weak because they're not addressing us, man.
Can't block me. I got game.
They're not addressing us, man. They're addressing the blind followers, man. That's why they ain't got nothing for you out here. They can't. Why you think there's no video content? And you want to know what's sad? Is we had Xbox guys, right? Saluting and cheerleading for the PlayStation 5, but where's their videos at? Ain't nowhere to be found right now. You guys make me laugh, man. After boss, you got anything to say, man? We closing this show off, man.
The only thing I can say is, John Lineman can say all types of balloonies, but it's still not going to stop gamers from posting videos of the countless of PS5's glitches, bugs, failures. As a matter of fact, there is a video compilation of all of the PS5 failures. So on YouTube.
Nice.
And there will be more to come, but other than that, all I can say is, keep on reporting, keep on, calling out Sony's failure to address the issue, because Sony has not addressed anything yet to this day. So,
No, they haven't at all.
So hopefully they'll get the money back. But other than that, I'm calling it right now. PS5 Pro. I'm telling you, man. PS5 Pro.
You want to know something? You're right to a point, but I'm gonna call it like this: in 3 years, it's gotta come.
With a new design, I hope.
There's no way they're gonna make. They're milking the heck out of the PlayStation 4. They just made the PlayStation 5. They can't just come out with a PlayStation 5 Pro right now. They're hurting.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 years, but you say 3, so okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3 just because of Jim Ryan said it. Remember, he said he's gonna give 3 more years to the PlayStation 4. So I'm giving it 2000.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah,
easy. 2023 easy before they start even thinking about trying to change up something. Then that's why I call this generation a disaster. The next 3 years, do y'all really think that Sony has anything for Microsoft in the next 3 years? The problem is this: the longer the years extend, the worse it's going to get for Sony. It's not going to get better. They're going to have to conform. It's like Rogue said, they're going to have to get down and lay down. That's it.
Whoa.
That's it. I'm telling you.
Well,
Look at Godfall, man. They're not out here talking about Godfall.
They've been styling on that real quick.
Why are they not out here talking about Godfall?
Oh, let me tell you something about Godfall, man. That
They
Godfall
had
game
Godfall
is
all in
legit.
their mouth just a week ago,
It's a
y'all.
10.
What happened? I thought Godfall was this game they supposed to be uplifting and carrying around like an idol of gold. They were supposed to be holding that up like a god. Well, Godfall failed, didn't it? It failed. And then once it failed, it got labeled failed.
God failed.
There were 3 definitions of fail in that whole situation. You had a god that fall, then it fell, and then it failed. It's pretty funny how that works out, huh?
Bro, that's
art game all in y'all soup. You had it, man. Y'all had that soup so gourmeted up. It looked so beautiful. They was out here rubbing Godfall on our faces, and then we would see a clip of Godfall. We'd be like,
"Yo,
they tripping off of that?" Like,
you talking about soup, man? I made some gumbo earlier today. It's so good.
You didn't, bro.
It's so good. Chicken, shrimp, and a sausage.
Nah, and the little rice. Did you put the little rice in there?
It's good.
I'm on the way. As soon as we done, I'm on the way.
Man. I'm
good. Put some Tabasco sauce. Put some little square crackers in it.
Yo, after boss, you up there in Canada, man? I can't come get you, but I'm
coming straight down MacArthur Boulevard.
Me and Rogue about to come up there to Tex house and wreck his house, man. We taking that gun. So everybody out here, man, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank y'all for making us laugh. All the comments out here, we appreciate all you guys. Rogue, you next.
What can I say? Like this, first of all, I appreciate. Let me do this first. Let me shout out Fugly. He be on it with this gaming news. He sends me everything about. He let me know what's going on throughout the day. Shout out to him. Everybody else, please send me your gaming news. I appreciate it. I do read it. If you follow me, I follow back. If you add me on Xbox, I will add you back.
Facts. Techno Blast in the building, my brother from another mother. What's good?
Yeah, so make sure to drink a lot of water, right? Stay hydrated. Take a little walk, get off that couch and that chair. Go around the block a couple of times, get that blood flowing. Remember to eat your fiber. Have some fiber. That way everything moves really smooth. And stay healthy.
Facts, man. I'm taking some of those words right now. I'm eating better, exercise, I'm running, but I'm gonna get out here and hustle tonight, man. I gotta hustle tonight. Shout outs to Cloud Practitioner in the building. Shout outs to Old School. Shout outs to Mr. Old School G. Shout outs to Mr. Kima. Shout outs to who else up there? Oh, who's not in here? Shouts to Blue Violet on Twitter that just be bombing them to death. Yo, check out Blue Violet, y'all. That's somebody they can't even mess with. Blue Violet's on another level. Shout outs to Blue Violet.
Yeah, I see you guys tagging them in some of my posts here.
Blue Violet be on Blue Violet is a secret weapon. It's not even funny how he do people, man. Blue Violet, that dude be on his. That dude's on his game, bro. It's hard to. I enjoy his comments, man, because it be on another level. All his stuff is on another level. When you go to Blue Violet stuff, you be sitting there learning. You sit there and just ponder what he be saying. You be learning. He takes you to class, man. Shout outs to him. Shout out to everybody that makes Di-RRec Gaming what it is, y'all. Appreciate everybody as we continue to get closer to 900. When we get to 900, we will be doing a special giveaway, people. So let's get there so we can give back to our community. Shout outs to the last show. We broke over 500 views. That's our highest ever we ever done.
Yay.
Shout out to
Way
us,
to
man.
go, team.
Go team.
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to Afterboss from Canada. Canada's ¡1 representative right here. Diplomat immunity. Shout outs to him, man. I appreciate Afterboss. shout out to the beautiful Rogue Enigma 17 out there.
Super girl.
Doing her thing. Shout out to my man Techno Blast, the man of the hour with the technology. And shout outs to the general, the man with the 10 toes down, putting in the work. Di-RRec Gaming as a whole, and to everybody out there, the real gamers, young and old, we appreciate you guys for all the support, continuing in and continuing out. If you like what we're about, if you don't like what we're about, please sub anyway. If you do sub, you'll be getting a brand new Xbox Series X at your door tomorrow. If you don't sub, then you get a PlayStation 5. Put a like, put a dislike, leave some comments below. Do whatever you feel.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
In the meantime, remember, always keep it gaming, chase the one up in life. And as always, Xbox rocks and it don't stop, people. All day long. We out of here. We here. Peace.
See you later.
Wait a minute. You gotta like that one. We out of here, P. See you later. Bye, guys.
See you later, guys.
Don't have to balls you out, fam. That was classic.
Balls to the wall.
We out of here, y'all.
To the wall.
We'll see y'all next time. Hey,
Word.
everybody out there. Oh, I gotta get these last clicks in. Wait a minute. Oh, we going out. We appreciate you too, Red Dead Panda. We gotta get Red Dead Panda on here. She's been telling me we gotta get this time right. She's from New Zealand. I gotta get her back, man. The last time I had her, we was playing that Minecraft Dungeons, man. We were putting in that work. We actually beat that game together, man. I gotta get you back on Di-RRec Gaming. Di-RRec Gaming is your home, girl. We appreciate it. That's my home girl from down under. Shout out to Jeremy Merchant, man. Shout out to the Emmanuel A1, the #1 contender on Di-RRec Gaming. Straight up, Thomas Schutz. Yo, my Tennessee Titan right here, man. TNT in the building. Yo, Maximilian. We appreciate you, Max. Max is to the Maximus. You know what I'm saying? And we getting up out of here. So, like my man Afterboss said, bye, guys. See you later.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
See you later.